Are you in Miami? The kid's still cool. What is up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. And for y'all who do not know me, my name is Imani, and for those of y'all who know me, welcome back to my freaking channel. Before I even get into this video, this long awaited video, I just want to give all thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Okay, because without him I would not be here and I would not be nothing. So without further ado, however the saying goes, let's go ahead and get into my updated Q&A. Y'all asked a lot of questions, but I only picked 25, and I picked questions based off of the ones that were asked the most, the ones that get asked the most, and yeah, that's just it. Question 1, my favorite snack. My favorite snack is Cheez-Its. I love Cheez-Its. I don't know, like, they need to sponsor me. Like, I love Cheez-Its. I love them so much. My favorite candy. My favorite candy is sour candy. Like, I love sour candy. My favorite drink. My favorite drink is, ooh, I love pineapple juice. So I guess pineapple juice and water. And peaches up there too. Question number 4, my favorite food. My favorite food is steak. But really, yeah, I love steak. I love steak and white rice. Like steamed rice specifically. Steamed rice. I love steak and steamed rice. Question number 5. My favorite place to eat is Chipotle. I actually love Chipotle. I love Chipotle. I love Chipotle so much. I love Chipotle so much. But I love steakhouses. Like, I'm a big steakhouse person. I'm a big steak person. So, like, even when I go to Chipotle, I literally get steak, white rice, corn, lettuce, and hella corn. My favorite steakhouse in particular is Stony Rivers. Actually, you know what? Any type of steakhouse that has good steak is my favorite steakhouse. My favorite movie. Recently, my favorite movie has become Fried Green Tomatoes, only because I've learned so much from watching that movie, like so many life lessons and just so many lessons in general. So it's like one of my faves. I literally have a list of movies that are like my top 10 that I love, but yeah. My favorite flower. I love white roses or pink roses. I feel like white roses just make me feel so like fancy and free. When I have pink roses, I feel so feminine and just like girly and just like happy. My biggest goal. They weren't really clear on like pertaining to what. So like my overall biggest goal in life is to open up a nonprofit. I love helping people. I really do. Next question. Drum roll, please. What is my relationship status? My relationship status is, come a little closer. Y'all heard me? I'm kidding, let me stop playing. My relationship status is single. I am single as a prince.
12 seconds later.
I am singler than singlest and
3 days later.
I am singler. I'm so single.
Alright, I get it!
Question number 10. If I could give one piece of advice, what would it be? It would be to put God first. Let God lead your life. Let God lead your life. That would be my one piece of advice. But for those of y'all who don't really believe in God, who don't really believe in stuff like that, well, I'm not even gonna say stuff like that. But for those of y'all who are really not believers of, you know, Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior, whatever. What advice would I give to y'all? Get right with God. Get right with God. Get on your knees and say, God, reveal yourself to me and let him do what he do. Yeah, that's my piece of advice. Also, to add on to that would be to never give up. Never give up, no matter how many times you fail, or no matter how, slow you think you're going, or how far behind you think you are. Do not give up. Don't give up on yourself. You are your biggest supporter. You are your biggest enemy. Don't give up on yourself. One place I want to travel is Africa. Actually, I was supposed to go to Africa for my birthday, but unfortunately for me, I had to push it back a few months because I'm going to be going for a little bit. So I'm not going to be able to take like almost 2 weeks off to go to Africa. Like, I just know they're not having that. One flaw. I don't feel like I necessarily have one flaw. I feel like I have a lot of flaws, but like one thing I'm working on mostly is my anger issues. You know. I have come so far. Like, give it. If you know, I've come so far. Number 13, my favorite Bible verse. My favorite Bible verse is, because I have two, like neck and neck. It's Philippines 4:13, which is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and Psalm 23, which is like the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing, he makes me lie down in green pastures, like that one. I'm still learning the full thing. I actually learned it, but then I got so distracted and I stopped praying it so frequently that I forgot the full thing, and I've been learning to relearn it. So I feel like once I've accomplished that, I will be so happy. In my head, I'm just like, if I can sing a whole Sexy Red song and I can sing a whole Drake song, I can remember Psalm 23. Like, I can remember a Bible verse, whether it's 14 verses long, 19 verses long, I can remember it. My favorite sport to watch is football. Just like weird. I mean, I guess it's not really weird. Like, I feel like football is entertaining. Like, I like football. Football is not a bad sport. Football is not that bad of a sport. I actually just learned how to play Madden-ish.
Stop the cap.
But yeah, I like football. Football is not a bad sport. It's actually more entertaining than basketball. Because it's like, in football, you got so many different sizes. Basketball, like, everybody just, like, automatically they're tall. Like, you're tall. Like, you have an advantage because you're tall. Most people who go to the NFL, most people who go to the NBA are, like, tall. And if you're not tall, you're short and you're a point guard. I didn't learn about this stuff.
Stop the cap.
Like, I didn't got hip on this stuff. And I can say this proudly. Most people who play basketball in the NBA are tall. And most short people who are in the NBA are like point guards or something like that. So it's just like, I feel like football is just a more diverse sport and it's more interesting to me. So yeah, I love football. Hey, before I answer these next few questions, I just want to say this. Okay, so when I answer these questions, I know y'all gonna be expecting some answers and y'all not gonna get the exact answer that y'all want. And that's okay with me. Because at the end of the day, this is my life, and the only person who has to live it and deal with the consequences of it is me. And that's just what it is. Question number 15. Are you in Miami? The kids still cool? I have a lot of love for Miami, even when we're not cool, and that's just what it is. We ain't never did a do, because y'all always asking me, so stop asking me. Are you and Ty still cool? I love Ty, but I choose to love him and care for him as a person from a distance. I'm not going to speak on why I feel the way I do and why I said what I said. He's not a bad person. He's just somebody that, thank you for the experiences, thank you for the laughs, thank you for the cries, but bye. And again, I wish him nothing but the best. Question number 17. How did you like being on Kai Cenat's stream? I had fun being on his stream. I feel like I went viral on accident, and that was because of my intrusive thoughts. Like, I promise I did not mean to say what I said. Like, I felt so bad. I felt so bad because, like, dang, I didn't mean to say that. Like, did you really say that? I didn't mean to say that. But, like, off that whole subject of, like, that little moment, I feel like he is a very cool person. And you know what's so crazy? Somebody brought to my attention the AMP pool party that they had. I went to the pool party and I met Kai, and I didn't even realize, like, I met Kai. Like, to me, like, they're normal people. I tell people all the time, yes, you may be big in the public eye, and yes, you may be, whatever, but you're not Jesus Christ. Like, you're not Jesus Christ. That's the kind of person that make me, like, lose my marbles. But when it comes to other people, I just treat them normal. When I first met him, it was at a pool party, and it didn't really hit me until, like, weeks after, that whole stream thing happened. Like, we met at a pool party that he threw, a summer pool party, the AMP pool party. I ran into him. I'm just like, sir, where's the food? Food was ready, but nobody was there to serve it. So he was like, all right, bet, I got you. He was like, let's go get it. So he literally, like, opened up the food and stuff. Was like, all right, you can make your plate if you want to. And I was like one of the first people to eat, and I was like really, really happy. Like, he's cool. I have nothing bad to say about him. And that's just with the whole AMP. Like, the whole AMP that I personally met, people who work behind the scenes, that they're very cool and genuine people, and I really hope that they all prosper and they just keep going up. And I know that y'all want to know, would I ever do a stream with him again? And I would. Why don't I take YouTube serious? I feel like I don't take YouTube serious, y'all. I be trying. No, I don't. I really don't be trying, for real. I feel like I don't take it serious because I want to establish my identity in God, Jesus Christ. There's so many things I want to do outside of YouTube as far as, like, career, school-wise, and YouTube can be kind of distracting. Like, I don't want that to happen to me. Like, I really don't. And I feel like also, when you start to do content, like, I don't want to just be a pretty face and be like, oh, she's a pretty face, so she's an influencer. I want to actually influence. Like, if I'm going to do YouTube and I'm going to take it serious and I'm going to be considered a influencer, because a lot of people consider me to be like a content creator, influencer. Why? I don't really know, but it is what it is. I want to be able to influence. And I feel like that came from one time. I went live. I think it was like 2 years ago. I went live, and there was like almost 700 people in the live, and there was young girls joining, and I was like, well, dang, like I have young girls watching me, and whatever the case may be. And I feel like with that in the back of my head, and like just getting more closer to God, it's like, okay, well, like I just want to I want to influence in a positive way. Like, I want people to be like, oh, well, she in school, she doing this, like let me be motivated. Like I want people to look at me and get motivated, like actually influence somebody to do something in a proper way. And also mental reasons. Yeah, so that's just why I haven't took content series. But now that I'm established in who I am and what I want and my beliefs, I feel like now I'm ready to kind of more step into like being serious as a content creator and being more consistent on YouTube. Yeah. And it's also privacy. I like a private life. I feel like once you start doing that, like every little thing that you do is like in the public's eye. Like it's so many opinions and so many unnecessary opinions. Question number 19, my biggest fear. My biggest spiritual fear is going to hell. My biggest fear is going to hell. My biggest fear other than going to hell is frogs. Frogs. I hate frogs. I'm terrified of them. I can't stand them. Like, and yeah, that's just what it is. Question number 20, what made you give your life to God? How's your spiritual journey going? Well, those are two separate questions, but because they basically fall under the same thing, I just like made it to a two in one. So my spiritual journey is going really well. I am so happy that I'm like back in that place of like wanting to be in God's presence and like wanting to let God lead, like wanting to God, like needing God, like thirsting for him. Like I that's how I'm feeling. It's going really, really great. It's going really, really great. What made me give my life to God? To be honest with y'all, God pulled me to him. And I know it may sound crazy to some people, but I was in a time of like partying, and I was like making money, and I was just like living life, traveling, like taking my flying my friends out to do this and paying for everybody flights and whatever. Like I was living life, and I feel like God just called me out of that lifestyle. He called me out of that lifestyle. God called me to him. God called me to him. Thank you, my Lord and Savior, for that. God called me to him. Now, did I really take heed to a full extent at first? No, I didn't. It took me some time to get it through my head, like the whole spiritual journey. Like I went through this whole thing of like, well, just because I was born in the church don't mean I need to be a Christian. Like let me go see what other type of religions there are. Let me go explore. And I prayed on it, and all in all, that's when I came crawling to God. It came to me, and I opened my ear, then I closed my ear. But it's just like now that I see how my life is without you, I need you, and I came running back to him. There are certain things that particular things that led me to go back to God, but those certain things I'm just not ready to really put out in the public and discuss. Or at least not in this video. I feel like that's just a whole topic for like a whole different video, because I get a lot of questions about spirituality a lot, and I feel like that's just one topic that I just want to make a separate video on whenever the time is right. Question 21, what happened between you and your ex? I broke up with him, and no, I didn't get cheated on, but I'm not gonna go directly into like why I did it, but like just a general outlook of why it happened is because I felt like my relationship was starting to become idolized. Like I was putting my relationship before God, and I wasn't fully living for God. And I knew that before I was in that relationship that I was fully living for God. I wasn't doing a lot. And it's like as soon as I entered that relationship, y'all can ask them too. The day we did it, I broke down and cried. When I say in the middle of us doing it, I cried like a baby. I cried and went home because I felt so disappointed. I felt so discouraged. I felt so nasty. I just felt all of these emotions because it's just like, dang, I came so far. And it's just like, look at me. Like, So yeah, when it got to that point of like, I feel like I was putting my relationship before God, my relationship with God, I had to go. It had to go. Now, don't get me wrong. My ex is a good person, but he's just meant to be somebody else's good person. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, I've come to the conclusion, like, you know what? Thank you for the things that you've taught me. Thank you for allowing me to, like, see what I need to work on and what I can do better in my next relationship, whatever. Because that was only my second relationship. I wish him the best. I hope he's doing well in life. And, yeah, I don't want to talk about that no more. Question number 22. How tall are you? I'm only 5 feet. Technically, on a good day, I'm 5'2". I'm 5'2" on a good day. But on my license, I'm 5'1", and in real life, apparently I'm 5 feet. I don't know. That's what the doctors say. But who are they? Who are they to tell me how tall I am? I know how tall I am. I know how tall I am. Question 23. My biggest struggle. My biggest struggle is living fully for God. I feel like, and the only reason I say that my biggest struggle is fully living for God is because my age and the generation I'm in, like the temptations that I'm faced with every single day, it makes it so hard sometimes, y'all, to really like, oh my God, like I'm not gonna go to that pool party, I'm not gonna go to the club, I'm not gonna drink, I'm not gonna smoke, like no, I don't want to hit the blunt, no, I don't want to do this, like, and I feel like the fear of missing out, and having regrets later on in life, like also it influences a lot with my walk with God. You know, because I don't want to be like 30 years, 20 years from now, like, dang, I wish I would have did this more when I was young. I wish I would have went to this. I wish I would have did this. But I'm learning now that stuff don't excite me no more. Like going out to clubs, you know, a little house party here and there. But no, going out to clubs don't excite me. Smoking, I hate it. Like, every time I do it, I regret it deeply. Drinking, I'll take a drink here from there, but I don't drink to get drunk. I do not like being drunk. But I know that my biggest struggle right now is living fully for God and not being lukewarm. Question 24, my biggest pet peeve. My biggest pet peeve is my face being touched. Oh, that is the biggest way to make me so mad, is to do that. I don't even like my face being touched because I have the most sensitive skin ever. Like, I know people be like, oh, my skin is so sensitive. No, my skin is so sensitive, y'all, that I could literally go outside, touch the door, touch my face is breaking out. I could literally lay on somebody's couch or like lean my face down, take a nap, and like their pillows not be clean and stuff, and my face breaking out in hives. Like, I don't like my face being touched. That is the one thing that I absolutely strongly hate. And I know hate is a strong word, which is why I'm using that word. When it piss me off, touch my face. Question 25, can I cook? I love cooking. Every time I meet a man, they be like, can you cook? Like, bro, can your mom cook? Like, yes, I can cook. What else am I gonna do? All I literally do is work, travel, sleep, eat. That's literally it. And work on my businesses. That's literally it. And last but not least, I did this last question because it's asked a lot. There were so many questions y'all asked, but I told y'all I'm only literally doing the ones that are asked the most frequently. What do I do for fun? I like to travel and eat for fun. I don't really like shopping like that, believe it or not. I really don't. I don't know. It's just so tiring. Like, just get me a Shein cart and call it what it is. Like, I don't too much care about, like, you know what? I don't like shopping. I really don't like shopping. You know what? It depends, though. It depends. I like shopping when it comes to, like, buying perfumes and, like, buying face products and stuff of that sense. But, like, as far as clothes shopping, I hate it. Like, I'm quick to literally go in a store, be like, oh yeah, what size bra do I wear? What size pants do I wear? What size shirt? And then once I get the information, I don't go to a store for like a whole 2 years, a whole year. I don't like it. And I'm very picky. I'm a very picky person. I'm very, 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 very picky. But yeah, to answer y'all question, I like traveling. I like shopping here and there. But like traveling, I love traveling. Traveling and eating. I'm a foodie. I love food. Like, the key to my heart is literally food. I love food. But anyways, y'all, sorry to those questions that I did not answer. I may do a part 2. Who knows? I know I didn't answer most of y'all questions. Like, there were so many questions that got asked. Hopefully, I'll post this video within the next like 24 hours. Thank you for sending in the video. If you want to see more content, like, subscribe. You don't gotta comment. I don't too much care about all of that. And yeah, y'all have this piece of hair. Y'all have a blessed and lovely day, and I will see y'all in the next video.